We're kicking off today with Becky Lynch, who despite reportedly re-signing with WWE in January of this year, has yet to resurface on programming. While fans had hoped to see her back as part of the build to WrestleMania, that hasn't happened, and now the man has given a major update about her in-ring future. During her appearance as guest monologuist on the April 11th Ultimate Improv show, Lynch stunned fans when discussing her wrestling future. She said, "It's WrestleMania season, isn't it? Look, I'm not wrestling anymore. Maybe one day, but not right now. But my husband is." Fans were taken aback with Lynch saying she's not wrestling anymore, as well as the fact that she said her in-ring return, something fans were sure would happen, it was now a maybe. The husband in question, Seth Rollins, said back in March that Lynch was gearing up to get ready to come back, but now Lynch herself has cast serious doubt over her future. Ultimately, Lynch will do what she thinks is right and already has made a fortune in pro wrestling, and we'll have to see if we see the former champion back in the ring. Are you hoping Lynch returns to wrestling, and what do you make of her suggestion that her in-ring career may indeed be over? Give your thoughts down in the comments. During the latest episode of SmackDown, Chelsea Green lost to Zelina Vega by countout, though this was not how the match was supposed to go. According to PW Insider, the match was slated to go on for a few minutes longer, and the belief is that Chelsea legitimately did not hear the referee's count of 10. One person who spoke to PW Insider believed that Green thought the count would be broken up when she tossed Vega back into the ring, so she instead focused on playing to the crowd. When the referee reached the 10 count, they had no choice but to call the match, as officials are instructed to call matches like a shoot if an issue arises. That was the case in 2024 when Raquel Rodriguez's return to TV didn't go as planned, as when the referee saw her interfering, he had no choice but to call for a disqualification. In this week's match, the belief is that Vega was always supposed to win, meaning that the botched finish did not cause any real harm to WWE's storyline plans. It was also confirmed that the ending was not changed due to an injury, and this report adds that there is no heat on anyone coming out of the match. Instead, this issue is being chalked up as one of the perils when you're broadcasting on live TV, and Green has already been trying to make the best of a bad situation. On Twitter, Green shared that she's hired a legal team to contest this result, alleging that the count was delivered with undue haste, and her legal team includes NXT's Luca Crucifino. Once again, the Canadian is making the best of this situation, and we'll have to see whether this victory, which didn't go as planned, puts Zelina Vega in the women's US title picture. Earlier this week, The Rock appeared in an Instagram video of himself working on a Rubik's Cube, but it was what the final boss was wearing that caught the attention of fans. The Rock was donned in a New Japan Pro Wrestling shirt, leaving fans speculating that WWE and New Japan could team up despite the latter's partnership with AEW. While now New Japan themselves has added to the speculation, as on Instagram, they shared a picture of The Rock in this shirt with the caption, "If you smell what the lion is cooking." In the comments, fans speculated about a potential WWE New Japan partnership, with several fans calling for John Cena to battle Hiroshi Tanahashi in the final chapter of their careers. Cena will end his in-ring career at the end of 2025, while Tanahashi will wrestle his final match at Wrestle Kingdom 20 on January 4th, 2026. Whether a WWE New Japan partnership happens or not, fans are excited at the prospect, and in this era, we know not to count out WWE stepping in the ring with the Japanese promotion. Last week, Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton went wildly off script during their segment, prompting WWE to remove some of the spicier comments in their brutal back and forth. Despite the pair holding nothing back last week, WWE had the pair appear on SmackDown this week, with Charlotte attacking Stratton both before and during the show. According to Fightful Select, this week's segments were not a repeat of last week, as the pair were professional during the latest SmackDown after last week's chaos. The source said the WWE officials were pleased with how the pair handled the situation, and there's been no complaints or issues raised about the two segments from this week's show. Now, the last time fans saw Brock Lesnar on WWE TV, it was at Survivor Series 2023, and all plans for the Beast Incarnate were nixed in January 2024. That's due to Lesnar being tied to Janelle Grant's lawsuit, and now WWE has taken another measure to avoid acknowledging the former WWE and Universal Champion. In a video shared to Twitter, WWE highlighted Roman Reigns' 9 WrestleMania main events, 3 of which were against Lesnar, but you wouldn't know that by this video. For clips from WrestleMania 31, 34, and 38, WWE avoids showing Lesnar, but will show Reigns' other opponents, such as Triple H at WrestleMania 32 and The Undertaker the following year. WWE avoiding Lesnar shows that the company is serious about not acknowledging the controversial star, though this video editing comes at an interesting time. After all, it was on this week's SmackDown that Cody Rhodes referenced Brock in his fiery promo about his journey to WrestleMania 41, where he'll face John Cena. Do you think WWE did right by avoiding showing Brock in this video, or is this a step too far for your liking? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section. At AEW Dynasty, rated FTR came to a painful end as FTR betrayed Cope following the group's failure to capture the AEW Trios Championships from the Death Riders. In a post-match assault, FTR hit a pile driver on Cope before Cash Wheeler flattened the Hall of Famer with a concerto, but according to the duo, Cope only has himself to blame for this. On this week's AEW Collision, FTR gave their side of the heel turn, and Wheeler acknowledged that Adam Copeland has been one of his best friends and mentors for the past 15 years. Wheeler then argued that Cope's own actions doomed himself, claiming that Cope had been making moves backstage against Wheeler and Dax Harwood. Wheeler boldly declared that Adam Copeland only cared about Adam Copeland, showing no remorse for the attack on the WWE Hall of Famer. Did this explanation live up to what happened at AEW Dynasty? What would you like to see next from Cope after this betrayal? Let us know your thoughts and predictions down below. Collision also saw Jon Moxley become a double champion, though in a highly unlikely way, as the AEW World Champion is now also 1/3 of the AEW Trios Champions. On the show, it was confirmed that PAC suffered an injury against Swerve Strickland during their match on Dynamite as feared, and now Moxley is the interim champion. Moxley's first title defense will come on next week's Dynamite, where he, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta will defend their titles against the Ops in what is bound to be a hard-hitting affair. On April 18th, Michelle McCool will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, and this week, it was confirmed that The Undertaker will be the one to induct her. On the surface, this makes sense as the pair have been married for years, but having the dead man induct McCool has spawned a lot of outrage online. On Twitter, countless fans argued that it should be Layla, McCool's tag team partner in Lay Cool, who should induct Michelle, given their on-screen history. Several fans argued that if Layla isn't inducting McCool, the pair need to at least have some sort of reunion, though at this time, there's no sign of Layla being at the WWE Hall of Fame. While McCool and The Undertaker have an obvious connection, that was never part of either wrestler's on-screen work, while McCool was aligned with Layla for years. The Undertaker isn't the only choice decision, as DDP will induct Lex Luger next week, despite many, including Lex, hoping it'd be Sting, despite the Icons contract as part of AEW. Ultimately, WWE chose to have The Undertaker, a much bigger star than Layla, do the honors, but do you think it should be Layla instead? Let us know in the comments. In recent years, WWE has seriously scaled back with the number of matches that happen at PLEs and has gotten rid of matches taking place on kickoff shows. According to Ringside News, the inspiration for this came from ESPN's College Game Day, where analysis and commentary are crucial to the viewer's experience. WWE believes that having the kickoff show hype up the main card is far more important than dedicating a chunk of the kickoff show to a match many fans would see as filler. WWE hasn't held a match on a kickoff show since Crown Jewel 2024, where Sami Zayn battled JD McDonough, and it now appears that this practice is officially a thing of the past. Over the years, several names from WWE's past have signed Legends deals, giving them opportunities to earn with WWE while also allowing for more on-screen appearances. Now fans can add Kelly Kelly's name to the list, as Fightful Select reports that she's now signed a Legends deal with the company. Kelly, a former Divas champion and 24/7 champion, last competed for WWE as part of the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble, and she's competed in that match on 3 separate occasions. News of Kelly's signing comes at an interesting time, as she recently told Fast Break that her dream is for her children to see her wrestle one day. Now, under a Legends deal, that dream seems more possible than ever, especially given reports that WWE will host its second Evolution Premium Live event this July. If the previous event is any indication, fans can expect plenty of returns, meaning we could be mere months away before seeing Kelly Kelly back in the ring under her new Legends deal. From one former female superstar to another now, as earlier this year, Nikki Bella was part of Raw's debut on Netflix and also appeared in the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. This left many fans expecting to see more of Nikki, and while she's yet to resurface on WWE TV, that could be about to change in the near future. Fightful Select reports that Nikki is on good terms with WWE and is expected to make an in-ring return under what could be a part-time basis for the former WWE Divas champion. The report adds that WWE wants to do more with Nikki, and with that in mind, expect to see plenty more of the WWE Hall of Famer in due time. And we're ending today with Carlito, who was on the receiving end of a hellacious spear on Raw by Braun Breaker, a spear that has left Carlito fearing that the end is near. Taking to Twitter, Carlito joked that the move was so painful that his funeral services will come this Friday, and asked for fans to respect the privacy of his family at this difficult time. Carlito wasn't the only one who ate a spear on Raw, as Breaker also delivered the move to Penta and Dominic Mysterio before being ambushed by Finn Balor. Breaker's Intercontinental title will be on the line at WrestleMania against Finn, Dom, and Penta, and while the odds won't be on his side, all it'll take is one spear to still leave as champion.